What's up, YouTube again? So today I'm gonna teach you about something important in the parkour techniques. It's one of the techniques, one of the most important, and one of the ones that nobody really thinks about it when they are learning parkour. If you have any idea what I'm talking about, just shout it out. So I have an idea if you know what I'm talking about or not. And meanwhile, I'm waiting for Andre, so he's gonna help me filming you guys, filming this tutorial. And it's gonna be about absorption techniques and the roll, which are super important techniques on the parkour world. Let me just type Andre that I'm here. And the techniques of absorption, not only the roll. I know the roll is kind of easy for you to know what it is. But what about something else? There is more than just the roll to be able to absorb the impact. Most of the things I'm talking about are timing and technique as well. What parts of your body are useful for these? Hi, parkour, free run, parkour, free run, hi. So, hey, parkour, free run, do you know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about techniques of absorption, or you just know the roll? Because there are many techniques of absorption. Do you know any of you have any idea about the techniques of absorption I'm talking about, or not really? If not, I can just start to explain. So, you know roll. All right, roll is one of them, but then you need, at least there is two really important, and for both of them you need to know the third thing. No idea? You know all of these, Mark P.K. Miller. So if you know all of these, you can start telling me what do you think is the second technique of absorption that I'm talking about. There is the roll, that consists in landing and dissipate the impact and roll. Slap landing. I guess I didn't know this name. There is no name for in my head for this. I just call it absorption, but I will show you guys how it is and which are the differences between one and other, and why you should have used the roll sometimes and why you should use the other one sometimes. Land on the fingers. No, you should not land on the fingers because they will break with your weight. You should land always with the ball of your feet. Like, imagine this is my feet, the finger starts here, the toes, and you land on this ball here. So it's where you have like the strongest point on your feet. So you're not landing on heel and you're not landing on middle of the feet. You're gonna land like this, okay? Boom. And then you dissipate the impact, which I'm gonna show you guys. He's there. Look, he's coming. See, that guy is gonna help me. He's gonna help. I don't know if you can see him, but that guy is gonna help me to show you guys how to do the roll and the other techniques of absorption. I'm here in the table. I came by cycle, so I could find a place with grass. This is what I recommend you guys to search for, so you can learn these techniques. A place with grass and some place that you can drop from, like this table is a good place for starting because it's not too high and it's also not too low. So there is the guy, Andre, he's gonna film me. Yes, I had to go live at 5 because I told you guys I will be live at 5. So, all right. So you can start just spinning this around, and I will talk to the camera this side because of the sun. All right. So there is, like I told you guys before, there is two ways of absorption on the impact. One of them is the roll, is the most known one, and you've seen it for sure in parkour videos. That's why people can do the stuff they do without getting hurt and keep going without breaking legs, without any injury on the knees. So this is one, the roll. I'm gonna show you in a second. The second one is the absorption from vertical drop. If you do a vertical drop, you have no energy going sideways, so you cannot dissipate the impact from the roll. So I'm going to show you just the two different ones, jumping from here, and then I explain the process step by step, okay? You can go further now just to show. We're going to roll here. We're going to land here and roll. So this is the normal roll. Right? You notice I jump.
Fala mais alto.
You notice I jump forward before I do the roll. I didn't land straight away from up down. If I do that, it's called another thing. It's another technique of absorption, and it's this one. I'm going to show you now. So I just jump up. This is another technique of absorption. So now I'm going to explain step by step from the roll into this one. Let's go start with the roll. So for the roll, come closer because I talk, and then to show you go away. So when I land, I want you guys to land. People think this roll is similar to the judo roll. It is similar to the judo roll, but has a really big difference. The landing has to be with both feet. So you're going to land both feet together like this in the ball of your feet, like I explained before. And you're going to try to put, for example, if you have your hands like this, come closer. If you have your hands like this, like together in front of your body, you're going to put one of them together with the other. So if you roll to the right, you're going to put the left hand on the right. If you roll to the left, you're going to put the left hand on the right. Let's go for the right. So as I put the hand here, I'm going to push my legs forward and try to put this part of my back on the floor straight away. This is the first contact on the floor. So you're going to do a diagonal from here until here, okay? That's how you're going to roll. So hands together in the right side. If you go to the right side of the roll, jump with the legs like direction on the floor, like you don't want to jump up, you want to jump far, so like this. And then here on this part, in the end of the roll, you want to keep your right leg tucked and the left leg extended. If you roll to the right, of course, so you can after the roll stand up and keep running, okay? So if you do it to the left, let's do it to the left too. Oh, this floor is not the best. So you land, don't forget, this is really important. Try to not land sideways like this, and try to not land like this. Try to always land feet together and ball of your feet. From here, you're gonna put, now we're gonna do it to the left. So I'm gonna put the right hand on the left side. Here, you dive forward, and you look always to your hand. You put your chin on the chest like this, and you look to your hand. So there is no danger of hitting your head on the floor, okay? So don't forget, chin on here. If you go to that side, chin here, and okay? Don't forget, this is important. Tuck the left leg if you roll to the left, extend the right. So you land and keep running, okay? This technique only works if you jump further from the obstacle. If you're gonna land vertical, I'm gonna teach you how to absorb the other one. Come here. So much leaves. So, this one, for example, you land, doesn't matter the direction you're gonna land, right? But you wanna try, if you drop from here, you try to land straight as you have the momentum to go forward. You're gonna land also in the ball of your feet. After, you start to absorb like a squat, but leaning a little bit forward, like this, okay? And here, when your legs hit 90 degrees, you're gonna start falling with your chest forward to absorb also with the hands, like this, look. Okay? You have to actually hold it with your hands. It's kind of like the same as if you drop to push up, like this, and if you absorb. So if you can do this, you're able to absorb with the legs and still have the energy with the arms to absorb. But this is a technique that is, the roll technique is a little bit stronger than this one. So the roll is more powerful. You can use it from higher places because you dissipate the impact better. This one, it's more like if you just hang on a place and you drop, you can use this technique, okay? Any doubts you have, come here to the table so I can read the comments and talk about the rolls. Yep. So, if you have any doubts about the roll technique and the other technique of absorption, just let me know because I'm here now to read your comments and understand your doubts. All right, Lula. What is that question? All right, guys, if you have any questions about the roll, don't forget I'm here for now for another 5 minutes, so you shoot your questions, anything you need to know about absorption. I forgot one thing. Please do a backflip. I can do backflip, but I will not do now because today is a tutorial day. Tomorrow, in a live stream of tomorrow, if you ask me to do a backflip, I will do a backflip. Can you make roll from the table? Yes, you can make roll from the table. Another thing. I'm teaching you guys that roll is a technique of absorption, but you can also use roll to do moves. For example, if you want to roll from the floor into the table, go out of the roll in the other side, you can do that. You can do roll through stuff. So like if you have a tiny place, like you can fit through like this way, you just dive roll through it. The roll technique is absorption technique, but you can apply it for other occasions. Another thing I forgot, but is something really, really important that most of people don't know when they try to be soft and smooth in absorptions, and it's really, really important. So I'm gonna try to film it again. So Andrea is gonna film it for you guys, and I'm gonna show you. Toma. So.
Should my knees go over my toes while I land?
Okay, your knees should go over your toes while you land. Not really. You always have, like, for example, if you're straight, right? I'm straight, but I'm leaning. I land like this for the roll. Boom. Then absorption keeps going. And I'm leaning still. I'm gonna lean all the time. So absorption, and I go this way. So boom. My knee is passing the line of the feet, yes, but because I'm leaning forward, not because it's more than 90 degrees, you know? So this is what I mean. You can pass the knee over the toe. You will, of course, because you're gonna dive into the roll, okay? So look one time again. I'm gonna do slowly. Okay? What question? So, the thing I was going to explain you about now, it's when I was there, it's about the timing. The timing on the absorption is super important. For example, look at the difference between these. This is not the perfect place because you cannot hear the noise because it's soft, but look.
Why sometimes my back hurts?
See, this? Try to focus on the legs only to absorption. Look. See? And look the difference now. See? There is this timing. I can do it even here. Look. I can do it here. Oh, maybe not here. Yeah, I can do it here. So look at the difference. Or I don't know if the mic of my phone is good enough, but the first one, the timing is not perfect. The second one, the timing is perfect. So what I mean with this is my feet, floor. And leg, okay? Leg bends here and ankle here. So as you're gonna land, you start absorbing. I'm gonna show you the leg is better. As you're gonna land, you start absorbing even before you touch the obstacle. Like so, as you're gonna land, you're gonna start to absorb before you touch the obstacle, like this. See? So there is almost no impact direct. It's always like in muscle absorption, okay? More questions? This was the important tip. If you practice this, you're gonna be super smooth and super soft in the landings. Also, you should do this in precisions, in rolls, in cat lips. All the techniques you have to land, you should work on the timing.
One guy asked why my back hurts.
All right, the back. When the back hurts sometimes it's because you're not doing the proper roll. So there is a lot of timing, a lot of right direction and wrong direction, but there is two places it can hurt like really bad, and I had it before in the beginning, but now it doesn't happen so often. So there is this bone here sticking out, which is from the shoulder, this one from the omoplate, and there is another bone here on the hips, on the back. those two bones are super painful when you roll the wrong way. So that's why I'm telling you to try in the grass place first. If you start practicing in the grass, for example, you will feel that is painful, but it's not going to be painful enough for you to stop practicing. If you try to straight away go to the concrete and you don't know how to roll, it can be really painful. So don't try straight away in the concrete. Go from a surface that is softer, not sand, because sand is way too soft. You will not feel that you're doing it correct. But grass is a perfect spot to start practicing the roll. Go on the grass, practice some rolls. When you feel that is not really painful anymore, just go to a harder surface, like a kid's playground. You know, the kids' playground has like this rubber. That's perfect as well. So then you realize, okay, I'm doing it wrong or I'm doing it right. And as you're doing it more and more and try to change a little bit the angle, try to go more sideways, a little bit less sideways, you have to understand by yourself what is the mistake, because I'm not seeing you guys doing, so I don't know exactly how to correct. But the steps I gave you should be enough for you to figure it out by yourself. Anyway, practice in sand, in grass, and kids' playground's floor, which is softer. And then when you're ready, you go for concrete. All right, any more questions, guys? If you have more questions, have you have a problem with your knee joints? No, I don't have any problem with my knee joints. In the beginning, when I didn't have so much condition yet and I was doing jumps that were bigger than I could take it, I had a little bit of pain in my knee, in top of my kneecap, like here. Okay, but not anymore. Now my legs are super strong, my ankles are super strong. I don't have any injury, and I'm really happy about it, because after 13 years of training, if you have no injuries, it means you're doing it right.
Can you back roll?
How to do a back roll? All right. Back roll is not a really technique of absorption. Only if you come from a back flip and you over rotate, then you have to roll. But then it's the same as a back roll. You just try to go here instead of going with the straight. You always go like diagonal. Even if you go backwards, you go diagonal, okay? Backwards or forward, the roll is diagonal, because you have to hit from here to the other side, or from here to the other side here on the shoulder.
Absorption in dive roll.
Absorption in dive roll. All right, so the absorption in the dive roll is really similar to the roll one. The only difference is you're not gonna have your feet first, so you're gonna dive as more like further as possible and not like this. Otherwise it's gonna be more impact this way. You want to have always like the impact going this way, okay? Thanks, Andre. So basically the absorption starts more with the hands. You're gonna start absorption more like you going for a dive Kong, boom, and then hold it, and go for the dive. Try to keep the momentum of the movement, because if you stop too much, it's gonna be like floppy, okay? Do you do more tutorials, please? How do you do this? Can you do more? Yeah, I'm doing more tutorials. Thank you for reminding me, because I have to tell you guys, every Monday, Wednesday and Friday I'm doing parkour tutorials about every move, and also workouts for parkour. So if you have any doubts how do I get stronger, how do I get more balance, how do I get more power on hanging, I will give you exercises for this. How to jump more, I will give you exercises for this. So every Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday is going to be lifestyle live stream. So I'm going to be just training. It's not tutorials, but I'm just going to be training, and you're going to make part of it. You can interact with me, ask me to do stuff, ask me like, hey, can you stick this? Can you, oh, what about this TikTok? I will look at it and I will try to make it happen. And then it's like we're training together. For the tutorials, Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays at 5 p.m. GM time, I will be here for you. How to get distance in precision. That's another day. Today is about roll and absorption of techniques. Oh, the precision jump, it was yesterday, before yesterday. So if you want to see the tutorial of the precision jump, you can go back 2 days in my channel, and there is like the live stream there. I uploaded it for you. I lost this comment. Can you read the last comment? Oh, cool. I can see it here now. Haha. So, define absorption. So absorption is basically how do you bring momentum from and energy from the jump or the landing in and dissipate it through the technique that you're applying. So it's the roll. How to get distance in precision, that's another day. It was another day, but no, I didn't say how to get distance in precision in that one. It's just a precision tutorial. So if you want to know how to jump more, it will be a workout for you soon. Kong pre, cat pass, precision technique also is going to be a day for that further in the future, because I have a list of things I'm going to teach first, which is the basic techniques, and then I'm going to start to go to intermediate and then expert techniques. Okay, so we're going to have to progress. So if people are starting right now, they can start learning what I'm teaching and they can progress with me as well. So how many parkour techniques are there? Way too many, man. I cannot count them. At least 150 there is. So it's so many. So what would you recommend to a person who can't train in winter because the weather is city is not piece of... Okay, so if you live in a place that the weather doesn't allow you to train, it's quite simple. Go to a gym. There is for sure, even gymnastic gyms have the conditions for you to start training something. If you have a parkour gym in your city, even better. But try to find something indoor. You always can find something under a roof, under something that is not raining inside and can be cold, yes, but if you have a will, you will make it. Because like we have really lucky weather. Like I'm Portuguese, it's like all the time good weather. Even if it doesn't look like it's cold, but today is getting now it's getting spring. But if you live in a country that it's always snowing, it's always raining, I know it's harder, but you can make it as well. Just make sure you find a place indoor, a gymnastics hall, a parkour gym, and then you join together with another friend and go, and you can learn with him. Okay. How to absorb in pre. Mark PK Miller, you're making a question that was answered 2 days ago. Just go to my channel, hit the bell button so you know when I'm going live and you don't miss my live streams, so you know what I'm talking about already. So 2 days ago was the precision tutorial. This one is the roll tutorial. Hey Kate, what's up? All good? Alright guys, I think this was a good tutorial of roll. If you have any more doubts, just let them in the comments. I will try to answer if I can. So don't forget, every Monday, Wednesday and Friday you have tutorials, live stream with me. You can ask me questions, and this is how you can progress the most. You have someone that knows, telling you right away your questions. Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays you have the lifestyle live stream. So I'm going to be training, you can make part of it, you interact with me, with my friends, we do challenges together, and you make part of this adventure. So see you guys tomorrow for a lifestyle live stream as fast as you can. How do I turn off this?